Oh, thank you. This is exactly what I needed to have the strength to move on.
So, Kayla, the issues that we've identified to work on today are: I have to pick up the pieces, it's not fair, and it's disgusting. So, what is I have to pick up the pieces bringing you in your life right now?
It's bringing me a level of overwhelm that is making it hard to function, because I'm so concerned on having to pick up the pieces that Dean leaves behind that I can't even laser focus in on what I want for my life or what I have to do. Like, I'm letting all these external experiences, I suppose, control and guide where I'm going. And I'm overwhelmed, I'm sick, I'm tired, I'm resentful that I don't get a break now, because he now is not having the children to stay over it all. So it's just me 24/7.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be resentful of the children. It's not fair on them. It's not their fault what's happening with their dads.
And that leads us perfectly into the it's not fair. So how is that showing up, and what's that causing you to feel?
Anger, so much anger. And it kind of is just reflecting off him, because he doesn't care. He doesn't care at all. So he doesn't care that what he's doing isn't fair to me. So I suppose that anger and just the, not explosive anger, but the frustration is coming up with the kids, because they're with me all the time and they are the reason I do everything. They are my driving force, and I want to do better and be better for them, and to make this transition smoother. Like, there's quite a lot of resentment at the moment from me, not for them as people or because they exist, simply because their father wants to go on with his life and I just have to deal with all the consequences.
It's disgusting. How is that making you feel?
That is just, it's like a fire, and the thoughts playing in my head of it's disgusting are like fanning that fire, and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I reached out to you because I can feel soon it's going to burn the whole house down. If I don't deal with it now, there's going to be some big thing. And like I mentioned to you before, there's a situation that's coming up in the near future. And if I'm faced with having to physically deal with this situation, I'm going to do something I regret. I'm going to hurt someone physically because I'm so angry and I'm so disgusted by their behavior. Could mean a criminal charge. Like, the anger that started burning in me is getting so strong because I'm disgusted by the behavior. So the anger is already so strong. So I just can't imagine if it's to get any stronger. I don't believe in violence and fighting, but I'm just concerned that if this experience is to play out and I meet this person, I come face to face with them, I'm going to punch them in the face. That's how much rage I have about the whole situation. I'm going to do something that is not in my nature and that I despise. But at the moment, I just can't control my emotions and my impulses as a result of those emotions.
Yeah, that's right.
And imagine teaching my children that, oh, mum was so angry with that person's behavior in the situation that I just punched them. I have to change it because at the moment I'm feeling a bit like, I don't know how, maybe like I've got vertigo. So I need to be calm and stand in myself and my emotions without being swayed. And at the moment I feel like I'm everywhere and I can't be centered and grounded because I'm feeling too much. So if I get rid of those feelings that are throwing me off balance or causing me to be easily led, I think, and easily easily poked into a reaction, then I'm not going to buy into what's happening. And that's what I need to, like, my kids at the moment, I'm the only person they have. With what's going on with their father, we can't rely on him. He's made it very clear, and he keeps saying the words, I'm doing what makes me happy now. So that leaves me, and I can't be getting a charge or going to jail because I punched someone because I'm so angry. I don't think there's anything more important that I'll ever do, because the actions that I choose in the next few weeks, they could make or break the situation. Like, they could get my kids taken away from me. That could mean that I have a criminal charge. It means I could not pursue my dream of helping women if I'm not even helping myself. Like, it's crucial. It affects everything right now. So I have to own up, and I have to get rid of this shit so I can move forward in life peacefully with my children, because that has been my goal all along. That is why I left my husband, because I wanted the peace and I wanted the happiness, and he wasn't committed to having that with us. So the life I've always looked for is just in my reach, and it really is all depending on what happens in the next few weeks. If I punch someone out because I don't ever want to meet her, like, there goes everything that I've ever worked for. I am more than ready to let go of this. I can't sleep. I am spending all day thinking about what my husband is doing. We're not together, so I don't know what to call him now. I want my own mind back and my own emotions, because at the moment they're being controlled by someone else. Holy shit, that was amazing. Wow. Oh, you are so good. That was fucking genius. Oh, wow. I feel like I'm on the viewing platform, and Dean's gonna go, and he's gonna fucking blow into a million pieces way over there, and I'm just gonna be like, wow. Oh, Steph, you're amazing. I don't feel like I have any connection to it anymore.
Wow.
He's just a person that I had 3 children with, and I have to see him, and that's okay. Oh, thank you. I don't feel resentful of him leaving me with everything anymore, and that's huge.
Yeah.
And I don't want to punch him and her in their stupid faces anymore. That's also pretty big.
So
I was feeling before was the fact that his new girlfriend will be coming to town for the very first time, and I've been really worried for days that I might run into them together, and it would just trigger me, because she'll probably have her children, and he'll be with her and her children, and I'll be with our children. And my fear was that I would unleash. I would just scream. I'd punch them both in the face, and I didn't even care about the repercussions, because I just felt so angry about it. And now I feel like I can be like, yeah, good luck with him and the ticking time bomb, love. You know what I feel like? I pulled the pin out of the grenade, and now he's going to go, and he's going to explode, and he's going to take her out too.
oh my God, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is.
That will be both of their karma.
Yeah, and they make their choices, like
They have.
you can't.
They've both made their choices, and I can't deal with it. And now I don't actually really care.
Yeah.
Which is pretty huge from how I was feeling an hour ago.
Yeah.
I've done my best every day of being a mother and raising 3 children without his help. At the end of the day, I can just switch off. I don't need to stay up at night replaying what could go differently, what if this happens, being angry at them. I can just sleep, because it's what I need now. What an amazing feeling. Thank you.
You're so welcome. So how do you feel about the
So
whole it's not fair now?
I don't feel that way at all, really. I just, life is what it is. And, you know, the thing, he's probably going to be saying that in many years when he's an old, lonely man and his children don't want anything to do with him.
Yeah.
I'm putting in all the hard work now, and I get all the joy of watching them grow and like meeting grandkids, and I'm just overwhelmed at how much I get to look forward to now. And I can see it now. He'll be an old, lonely man in a house with no one, and he won't ever get all the joy that I'm going to get from pouring all the love and attention and everything into these kids. And you know what? He doesn't deserve any of what I will get.
Yeah. You're doing it all, and you're so grateful for your kids, and you love them to bits, and you're doing everything, showing up every day, every moment for them.
I literally wouldn't even be alive without them, without Riley. If I didn't get pregnant to him so soon into our relationship, I wouldn't even be here talking now. Oh, thank you. This is exactly what I needed to have the strength to move on. If you let someone that is so horrible and treats you badly take up so much space in your life, there's actually no room for someone better to slip in, because they're the elephant in the room. I've been describing it as like a game of dodgeball, and every day there's so many balls, and I duck and I weave and I do the work, and then there's another ball, and they are coming slower now, but I feel like the game just ended.
Oh, that's incredible.
Oh, thank you so much, Steph. This piece is just indescribable. It's beautiful.